people like it, right?
Right.
And then the tower is just like this big pillar thing that kind of blocks out the sun. It's not very nice.
So the opposite, then, of here.
Yeah, like a lot of cults like gather around the tower and stuff, do the spooky dooky magic.
Huh. It's kind of the reverse here. The tower's a good place. It kind of is a warm home, and the maw is kind of, I guess, a pit to hell. You'd think it'd have a nicer name if it was in your world. It's not much of a maw if it's a nice place.
The maw is just their version is just like chaos. Remember, it's just anybody gets their wishes fulfilled there.
Hey, man, it's just a carrot. Yeah. Kira thinks the tower's completely fine. Kira has fun with it.
I mean, characters can have biases. So.
Yeah, exactly. It could have a nicer name if it grants people's wishes. Like a big wishing well.
I think the people who named it as they named it because it's physically like that or something.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Guess they just need a better ad campaign. So I did have a question. And I don't want to sound self-centered about it, but I wanted to ask, do you remember what I can do in your world? Power-wise.
Just I think it was to do with the weather.
Huh. Well, that's weird. Okay, but right. I know now that I can kind of affect people's powers around me. And I just was kind of curious if maybe we could get a better understanding of everything you do if I try to do it to you. If you're okay with that.
I mean, but what if you send me back, dude? I don't want to take that risk.
You don't want to go back eventually?
I mean, I was going to spend the day. Yeah, I mean.
Well, yeah, that's fine then. I guess. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like I said, if you don't want to do it, it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like you said that, it changes things, right? So wouldn't that just, change it into another version of me? You said that was more than just one version of me, right?
Well, yeah, from what I understand, it's like that alternate universe thing. So there's a bunch of Shizuka and I guess Shigekis out there. You're the first one who's, well, a dude. So I guess that's another factor to equate into this. Weird. Yeah, this has been a little weird for me. Not gonna lie, but I hope I haven't fucked it up yet.
Well, if I knew, I'd tell you. Really.
Yeah.
I guess I'm like, what's that nerd shit called again?
Give me a hint, please.
When they say a guy doesn't forgets everything, so it fits into the story.
An amnesiac?
Yeah, that thing.
Right, so you have convenient amnesia.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh, man. No, I just clearly need to spend more time in this world, and then I'll remember.
Yeah, I guess so.
You don't want to get rid of me so soon, right? I mean, look at this, and he'll just kind of flex.
No, I don't want to get rid of you. I'm not putting up with you or anything. I'm fine. I'm happy to, help you out. I'm just curious about all this, and, there's a bit of me that's, I wonder if she swapped places with you.
Oh, shit.
The last times we kind of talked about this, I mean, it's a bit touchy, so I don't know how to go about it all the time, so I don't really know how to ask her. But now this is the most, normal time we've gotten to have it. And now I'm just kind of curious.
Oh yeah, that's what I felt earlier.
The slowness?
No. When you asked me about what I used to do.
Oh, yeah.
I heard a voice in my head.
A voice?
Yeah, it sounded like a girl. It sounded like, oh my god, that was so embarrassing. Why'd you go there? My reputation's gonna be ruined. That kind of thing.
That's Shizuka. Oh god.
Oh.
Can you listen?
I thought it was my persona, but
listen to that voice next time.
Oh.
Maybe. Jeez. Oh god, I fucked up.
You did?
Well, I didn't want to make you feel weird, but you running around in drag might have fucked up her end of this. This is messier than I thought it was. Sorry.
Nah, see, I'll be the one to apologize. Hey, I'm sorry. We'll just say out loud.
I don't know if she's there. Is she?
You'll just kind of stand there for a moment. And he'll just kind of like cup his ear. And he'll be like, I think I got something back.
Something? What'd it sound like?
More like
Yeah, that might be her.
I mean, the good thing is that she isn't in summer school, right? That would be boring.
You certainly have a way of looking for the upsides.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, if she's fine, that means I can stick around longer, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're free to stay as long as you want, and as long as she's good with it.
What's that? Oh, she's like, she said she wasn't looking forward to athletics today anyway.
Of course she wasn't.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose
So
she'll want
what were we talking about again?
I suppose she'll want to reschedule that Lucky Cat sushi thing then.
Sushi?
Yeah.
I want to go see sushi.
Oh. I mean, we could still go then.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't sound that infused, dude.
Huh? Oh! She just kind of looks down, like, she just looks a bit out of it. It's just a little weird. No, it's fine. I'm just sorry. I'm getting used to this.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, hey, like, I can kind of drop the girl thing now. I mean, I didn't really run into anybody else. It's getting kind of boring.
Yeah, maybe just drop that.
She doesn't have any school trousers. Surprisingly girly in there.
Surprisingly girly. She's a girl. What's surprising?
I mean, yeah, but most girls have, like, pants and stuff.
I wouldn't really
she has
know.
a sweat for that kind of stuff.
Right. Do you want to, like, borrow some of mine or something?
Ooh.
They might be a bit big on you.
Hey. I am all man, okay?
Yeah, I've kind of noticed.
Ah, good. You'll just grin.
Not like that.
Oh. There's still, what's it, Reiko and Kaharu?
Please don't try to make a move on anyone while you're taking a trip into this world. At least introduce yourself before you do.
Hey man. I was gonna at least say who I was before I tried.
Right. Thank you. And ask her if it's okay.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen? So if you get rejected, so what? You just move on to the next one, right? I mean, why be hung up about what happened in the past?
I mean, there's a lot of reasons to be hung up on the past. And I mean, generally, you don't just go flinging around looking for a quick thing.
But
I mean,
with,
I guess
like,
you might.
teenagers, dude.
Yeah, so?
I mean, things aren't gonna last forever. I mean, I'm not looking for a wife. Jeez.
Crosses her arms and kind of looks the other way like, well, they could. You don't
Really?
believe in true love?
No.
Idiot.
Idiot?
Yeah!
How am I being an idiot? You're the one being an idiot.
Not being an idiot, it's romantic. Romanticism, stuff like that.
That stuff
Look at
stays in books, dude.
Not if you try.
What?
Well, what's wrong with trying to get it out of a book?
Well, it's not gonna. Let's say this thing does exist. It's not gonna happen the first time round. You know, trial and error.
Even if you aren't sure it's going to happen the first time around, you got to put your effort into it. Don't just try and drop it.
Yeah, but you don't stick around just because you don't want to mess up the first time.
You stick around because you care about someone.
I mean, why waste time on something that's wrong? You know, you just got to move on.
Why does it have to be wrong?
I mean, sometimes stuff doesn't work out.
You just give up?
You're not giving up.
Well, it kind of sounds like you are.
Oh my god. I don't really want to. I mean, it sounds like you're pretty set in your way, dudes.
Well, excuse me.
Jeez, why are you angry?
I just have a lot going on right now. I'm sorry.
Hey man, it's cool. It's cool. Do you want to go smoke?
No.
Right. Oh well. Maybe I just need to find some, something that fights exactly like me, and then be like, oh, remember.
Yeah, we'll be on the lookout for that.
Alright. So at this point,
we can fade out. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can tuck that one away.
I guess we'll go to Raf and Kitsumi.
Please, let's not talk about talking with this character.
Oh boy.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright. So Katsumi will agree to spend lunchtime with you.
Alright. Then, as I said, as soon as I leave... what was it? As soon as I leave, Shiara, I go, I guess to the garden.
Alright. Like, you'd probably hear some shouting between two people in, like, some part of the garden. But other than that, it's pretty quiet.
Okay. I come up. Take it to me.
Greetings, Raphael.
So, I haven't really talked to you since Thursday, so just kind of curious how you've been.
Well, things have been steady. Do you want to roll understanding?
Okay. Because it's Katsumi, I'm going to spend a PowerPoint and add my intuition to that.
Alright.
And watch double ones. 4, so not good.
So
oh, wait.
That will be
It's a
7.
7, yeah, because Katsumi.
Alright. You can tell, like, she, you do notice that she is standing a bit weirdly when she says that. She seems like her clothes are a bit uncomfortable for her.
What's wrong? What happened?
It's nothing really.
Okay. Are you gonna go?
So I suppose we'll sit here for lunch.
Okay. Sort of sit down, get out a basic lunch. Hmm. Shikoshi, what did she have for lunch? Just a basic meal?
She has like rice
Got it.
with some bits to the side. Yeah, Raph takes out his double-decker bento.
Actually, you want to get something more exotic from Jeffrey's?
Well, I suppose if there's nothing else to talk about, it would make things more interesting.
I mean, I do have a couple of things I kind of want to talk to you about. Some of the stuff that we've talked about earlier, and then just some other stuff in random.
Right. Well, if you do have quite a bit to talk about, perhaps we should stay here then.
Okay. So I guess continuing sort of the conversation I started on Thursday. Rio mentioned it to me that, and you've mentioned it before, and I've heard it from other places, that basically we might want to have your father look at our lineages.
I see. He was checking his bases. Then she'll just kind of do an ironic smile.
Here's my thing with what I learned on Thursday. I don't. As I said, one of my worries is that my father might be a humanized mythopoetic. How would that register?
What?
Yeah?
You say he's a human?
You've heard with mythopoetics, we influence them. So we can either influence them to become more animalistic or more humanoid.
So you think your father's a kami?
I don't know that word.
Spirit.
Yeah. He made some references and some mentions. In particular, he was talking about how Ku was his as well as it came to me, and I'm thinking he might actually beat Ku. What happens is if mythopoetic becomes human enough, it resets the myth that first created it and sends it back out there.
Right. There is a term for this when a spirit has reached full enlightenment. You think your father is just that then?
I mean, look, right now I have to admit I'm pulling rabbits out of my posterior for most of this, so it could just be completely random, crazy talk here. But there's just his position and his power, and just it's a feeling I have.
Right. Well, the only way to do it is that you could bring some exercise in salt with you the next time you see him and throw it at him. That'd be one way to find out.
Right, okay, that is a useful tactic, but I think we can both agree that might not necessarily lend to good attributes, even if he is or is not that.
Well, yes, it is a bit direct, I admit.
Oh. So, yeah.
But apart from that, I mean, I suppose when it comes to identifying, like, whether something's a spirit or not, well, we might have something back at the temple that you could borrow, I suppose.
Yeah, actually, that, though, I can't imagine it would be that easy to use clandestine.
Well, no, you'd need to be shown how to use it, of course, and of course you'd need to be within the temple's good graces. You know what they say when people scratch each other's backs, and she'll just kind of shake her head when she mentions that. But anyway,
I guess part of my question is, how would your father react to somebody of that lineage?
of a foreign lineage.
Well, I figure I can kind of guess his reaction to foreign lineages, but of a spirit lineage.
Oh, well, when it comes to our business, we're usually asked to bless the home or exorcise ghosts and spirits from it, and often from people. But it really is a case-to-case basis, of course. If you are correct in that your father is either possessed by a demon or is in fact with one, we of course would. We are quite skilled at spiritual negotiation and whatnot. But of course, every task comes with a price.
Which basically means it might not necessarily be the best thing if I get scanned and this comes out at the time. Got it.
It's really down to your common sense, really, whether you want to, well, handle things in a brute force way or be a bit more gentle about things.
Just sort of smile and sort of hold my hands out. It's me.
Well, I suppose it is a quite dire situation then.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go back to throwing the exorcism salts at him then.
All right. Well, I'll definitely remember to carry some in my pocket from now on. Could you bless them?
Well, if we're going the full completely stupid route, then that would be the icing on the cake.
I sort of pull out the little salt shit, the little salt things they give you with packaged meals, and sort of hand them over to her.
The little paper packets of salt. Yeah.
Well, when I said exorcism salt, I didn't just mean any old salt that you found in your pocket or in your food. But I mean, if you think that your father is a food-related demon, perhaps an Omuraki, then that would work, I suppose.
All right. I have no idea what you said, but that was good.
I suppose if it's like father like son, he'll probably look like a headless chicken. Omurakis do like to take that form.
Got it.
But anyway, on a serious note, if you are concerned, then my suggestion would be that if you're able to get some kind of essence about him or possession he has that's strongly imbued with who he is, then we might be able to get something from it. Or if you know his true name. Names do have powers.
Right. I somehow doubt. I mean, many people have told me basically my name sounds fake, so I'm fairly certain it is.
Well, it's up to your discourse.
But, all right. No, I just as I said, the main thing is, since there was it was sort of being pushed for the dorm to go get a bloodline reading. I was kind of getting worried about what would happen if this came out. So,
well, you shouldn't have anything to worry about. There is, well, at least when it comes to these things, it's a very private matter. Unless it was a national concern, which I highly doubt.
Let's hope not. All right. I guess, yeah.
What do they call it in English? Antichrist? Do you think you're one of those?
Yeah. Right now, I can hear so many people basically saying I'm nowhere near that. So let's stay away from that angle. But yeah.
Was but yes, I was approached about the reading by both Ryu and Ogata. It seems to be quite the popular topic recently.
We were told by other sources that we very well could have some lineage within us, and it is important that if we do, to have it recognized, because we're pretty soon going to be slamming against a wall. So it would be nice to have that kind of name recognition on our side. And also, it might open doors for us to getting access to stuff that we need to help in the oncoming fight.
Right. Knowing about your personal histories can certainly empower you. That is reasoning there why the ancient bloodlines have remained so strong throughout the years. I can very much understand your concern that way. But there is a credence that I must warn you of, is that you must be able to at least do something for us or prove yourselves worthy, of course. There are things that you can help with, of course, either on the mythological side, or if you don't quite have the stomach for that, then as apprenticeship or somewhat. The point
like
is
what?
that well, you can always help. You can always help with the temple, cleaning, that sort of thing. A bit of hard work and diligence will always get you far.
All right.
It might take a bit while longer than proving yourself mythologically, of course, but that is the safe option.
I might just consider that, actually. If nothing else, even if we do go through the mythological route, it would show that I'm willing to basically, get my hands dirty and be willing to take the endurance. If nothing else, it shows that.
Right. My own personal recommendation is that you show humility in doing both helping out the temple and giving back to the land, as well as shepherding like the lost spirits. This city is quite something. You've felt it in the air, have you not?
Oh
At
yeah.
At least that's what I'm told.
A couple of weeks back, I was able to make one of my maps of the various openings within the sea around us. Basically, where all the openings actually are. Do you think that might be a good gift to give to your father?
Back when that little incident
Yeah.
happened. Well, it is certainly a start, of course. The Nakatomis our natural element is of the sea. There is the ocean that separates us from Yomi, and the mountains that separate us from the army. But that is the realm of the Tengu.
Right. But I figured basically, I mean, I don't know if it would be an insult to give you give you that map, because I mean, it would kind of be like, giving a sword you made to a master sword maker. I could see it basically being a gift and also an insult, so I thought I'd ask ahead of time. I'm trying to be smart.
Right. Well, as long as the receiver is well known that it is simply just a small token rather than a statement, then that will be a very humble gift of indeed.
All right. So, how are you?
That was quite the shift.
Well, we've talked about me long enough.
Well, like I said, things are steady.
All right. Remember, we can tell each other everything.
Well, not exactly everything.
Sure enough.
So you're going to use
Like-
one of your pickup lines?
Hell no.
Oh.
She might find it endearing. Come on.
Unfortunately, Rap's not in that state of mind at the moment. He's really worried. This is the big thing that's tying him all up. He's basically this entire projection about who his father is, and just completely tied him into this.
All right.
So, just because remember, they both did open up to each other, and basically did say they're going to basically rely on each other to talk. So that's why he's kind of pushing her a little bit.
Well,
I
she'll
feel
say that if things come to a breaking point, I'll be sure to let somebody know.
All right. Well, as we both know, we can't get too caught up inside of our own heads. So, just on the off chance my father is some sort of food demon, can we bust the salt?
Well, certainly I'll be able to back you up in that.
All right.
As long
Also,
as it's not a dreaded hamburger. Those things are disgusting.
Also, just for sake of thing, that could basically be when Akira and Shizuka walk in and hear those lines.